think this is working right about here. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to my infamous front porch. I want to give you guys a little update since I bought the EM5 Mark III, because I just went through probably one of the most severe gas attacks in the entire world. And it all started with a friend, acquaintance of mine reaching out and saying, hey, my sister and her family want some portraits, family portraits, the kid, young kid, would you be up for it? And I said, yeah, sure, of course. And I started thinking about what lens would I shoot those portraits with. I want a certain look. Now the look I really like is, of course, shallow depth of field to some level. That'd be crazy. I'm not Jared Polin or Tony Northrup shooting at 1.2, but I do like enough depth of field for separation. And I also like a certain, like, I think people call it busy bokeh, but I like the kind of the classic lens bokeh that happens in some of these different lens styles. And so instantly I started thinking to myself, like, oh, what lens do I need to buy, right? So I have the 45 1.8, and that's what this entire video is about, is this bad boy right here, the 45mm f1.8. But I started thinking, like, what if I got the Nocticron 42.5 Leica lens? Or what if I took my Nikkor 50mm f1.8 S lens and just bought another Nikon, like Z6 or something? And I really started to think about that, and I had all sorts of gas, like, should I buy maybe a Canon 6D and a 51.4 cheap, right, and keep a full frame kit around? And this went on for a couple days. It was pretty bad. It was pretty severe. Anybody that was talking to me over the last couple days knows I was all over the place with camera stuff. And so ultimately what I ended up doing was, one morning I got up and I said, oh my gosh, my kids look really cute today. The sun was still kind of coming up. It wasn't at a harsh light scenario yet. I dragged them out front of my house and did like a 5-8 minute portrait shoot with my little 1-year-old and my 3-year-old. And I threw this 45 1.8 on the front of my EM5 Mark III and took some portraits. And I gotta tell you guys, okay, I still have some gas, but totally surprised me. I've never really shot portraits with this lens. And I was totally blown away. One, I love the rendering of this lens, the bokeh. I think it looks really, really awesome. I'll point to some pictures at the end. Pictures are coming. This isn't just a talking video. And I actually thought the colors and contrast out of it were very good. I shot these photos and edited them and had them completed within a matter of like 30 minutes total, from start to finish. Line up, kids, let's take photos. Here's your delivered photos, 30 minutes. And I'm really, really impressed with this. This is gonna be one of like many short videos as I talk through some cool Olympus things. This is not anything new. There's many videos out about this lens, but I wanted to share with you guys my impressions of this lens for portraits. Now, what I ended up doing, because the eye or slash face autofocus isn't so great on this camera, it's good, but not like Sony or Canon good, is I actually use continuous autofocus tracking. And I just lock that tracking point on my kid's head in this case, and then I can compose and it continues to track. And it does a really good job tracking when you do that, and it stays in focus, right? And just make sure you have your shutter speed high enough so when they move, you're good. So without further ado, guys, I'll show you the pictures. This is just a quick video, but I wanted you to see what this lens looked like. Pay attention to the bokeh in a couple of the photos, especially the one with my son. He's kind of doing this. You'll see it in a second. It looks fantastic. I was really happy with these. And again, from start to finish, 30 minutes, that was it. And I might hang in 1 or 2 of these on my wall as I do as my kids get older and things change. So yeah, this is the Olympus 45mm f1.8 lens. I have mine in silver. I prefer black, but I have it in silver. If you have this lens, I think it's pretty solid. It's pretty solid. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. I'm gonna make another video talking about some film simulations coming up on this camera. I think they're really good. All right, guys, see ya. Peace.